I'm Mantak Chia. Welcome to the Tao Garden Health Spa and Resort. In this Tao Garden Health Spa and Resort consists of three things. Number one, the Universal Healing Tao Garden Health Spa and Resort. And we have the integrating holistic medical spa clinic. And we have the holistic spa, one of the best in the world. Over here, we very emphasize to have a medical staff that train in the holistic concept, which trained by me. And when people come in, the most important part of the whole thing is they need to check up. So we have many ways. It took me 45 years teaching around the world, teaching around the world 2 times a year for 45 years, not stop. And I gathering so many holistic ways from many systems, and all the West, all the East, the India, the Chinese, and the Thai healing method put together and fabric them into one, and the thing that it don't work, I get rid of it. And the one that is really work, I try to put it in. Okay, so now why physical holistic checkup is so important? Number one, if we don't check your blood, don't check your saliva, don't check your urine, and don't check your blood vessel, we have no idea. And we have check your cholesterol, and we need to check your visceral fat. One of the killing people now is the visceral fat. So we are one of the best in the anti-aging, not by talking. Now people can put anything in a website, and they can say they can do everything. Compared to a person that have the Tao Garden here is about 23, 24 years existing here. And we have people come around the whole world, and the best customer we have here is European and American and a lot Russian, and now we have a lot of Chinese people coming in. And these people, they look for a result. If no result, they don't do it. Okay, so that is why the physical checkup is very important. Now, so when we check up, we know your problem. So we divide into 3 parts. Number one, physical detox. And we check all your physiology, your blood, your saliva, your visceral fat. Now, and the visceral fat is a very important part, because now people have too much fat. Number one, too much fat in the blood vessel, it blocks the blood vessel. Too much fat in the liver, it blocks the liver. Too much fat in the heart, it blocks the heart. And too much fat in all the organs. Now, this is the killing machine. We have a very clear-cut way to get this visceral fat. So this is one of the best anti-aging the Tao Garden we have here. So when we measure your visceral fat, and now we give you a way. Now we go to the physical detox, digestion detox, abdominal, chewy fast, and the massage to dissolve all the fat in the visceral fat, and cleaning you out. So that is why we have all this kind of treatment, and measurement is so important. Number two, we have the emotional detox, because a lot of emotional cause sickness. A lot of people, sometimes they have a lot of emotional come from the generation. The great grandparents affecting their parents, their father or mother, and the father and mother affect the person. And if a male usually affect the wife, or the wife also can affect the husband and the children. So now we have to look at the history. We call the 5-element astrology and the Chinese astrology, because it's so detailed about the organs. So we have the bioenergy field measurement, see what organ weak and organ strong, and we can know that what emotional bother these people. Emotional cause sickness, and now everybody know, but we always have so many philosophy. We read something very good, you feel good right now, but you never change, never solve your problem. Why? Because the problem within your organs. Organ creating emotional, we call energy. So we call a negative energy and positive energy. It's very easy to say, but very difficult to do. Why? People can say, can follow, can copy the saying, but it's not exactly they can do it. So when we have emotional, we have another one we call Capno breathing. Because Capno breathing is very important, because involved with our breathing. Now this machine not measure how much oxygen you breathe in, but it measure how much CO2 you exhale. We know now, very simple, if we don't eat, some people can last for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. If we don't drink water, some people can last for maybe 2-3 days. But if we don't breathe, or we don't exhale CO2, we last for 3 or 5 or 10 minutes. That's all, we finish, we die. Okay, so Capno breathing is we are eliminating 95% of CO2 out of the system. Okay, and this CO2, the whole problem of people have health problem is they cannot eliminating enough CO2 out of the system. So they are living half life. That means they're living very sick. There's so many CO2 settle down in the blood and become acid. And this acid can eat the organs, can eat, we call acid, you know, the acid is eating the bones, the organs, collusion, all the blood vessel, and all kind of things happen. So Capno breathing, when people don't breathing well, they are very emotional. There's so much stress, so much tension, and they get sick. So that's why Capno breathing, once we check that you have problem breathing, we check you and we ask, after we have do this, we started to know. So together with the dark field blood analysis, we check a lot of people have the blood are very sticky. So we call rural. And there are a lot of heavy metal and different color of heavy metal, indicating where area you stay, and you're breathing so many heavy metal, toxic waste material into the system, and this one cannot be digestible. So it settles down in the organs, settles down in the blood, blocking the blood vessel. This is the killing. Okay. Now, the next thing in the blood, we also can look at this a lot of embryonic, or we call the egg of the parasite. When they die, when we kill them, they lay egg. And there are rules, I don't know if it's the rule or not. We cannot kill the baby, or we cannot kill the egg. And the fungus, sometimes now we know that fungus cause a lot of cancer, cause a lot of sickness. The spore that floating in the air, and they come into us, if we cannot kill them, usually the spore we cannot kill them because they're not hatching yet. So our white blood cell cannot kill them. So we end up with what happened? We end up with they stay and they hide. They're so small, it can be say, our red blood cell very small already, but all these parasite all this fungus is so small. It can be 1/10 of our, or 1/10, or 100, or 1,000, or 100,000 part of our cells. That means they're so small. Okay, so they can hide, and when our body are weak and sick, they hatch, and they're attacking us, and they build up an empire, and they take over the whole body. We call empire strike back. So that is the analysis is so important, and we have many. Once we know which one is your problem, we can start it to do that problem and target that problem in a holistic way. Okay. So the third part we call spiritual and soul detox. This is my expert for 45 years. I teaching the organs, physical organ, spirit and soul within our organs, and they all mingle together. They all come together. So we call energetic, medical qigong, including the meditation. The meditation, it get deep inside, in touch with your organs, like the inner mind and the Specisl. Specisl get rid of the emotional. And when we go deep inside and aware our organs, and we started to know in our organs there are soul and the spirit. And sometimes there are a lot of our emotional affecting the soul and spirit. So when we clean out the physical, clean out the emotional, we also help cleaning out the soul and spirit toxic. So the soul and spirit toxic, we are very emphasizing the inner mind, the Specisl, and the energetic detoxing. So we call the energetic medical qigong and meditation practice, and that is the spiritual detox, and this is big. We all together have 9 levels of practice. We have the basic, and we have the healing love, sexual energy transform. After that, we the consulting, and we have the physical therapist who check your body, and the doctor, if you need doctor special consult, we will arrange it for you. So now we can arrange a whole package for you and give you a total body detox from the physical, emotional, and the spiritual detox. Thank you.